You are now tuned into the Regular Ass Podcast.
Yo, get. Clear your shit out, Dina.
Let me clear my throat. Yeah. You already know what this is.
Alright, go ahead. Do your thing. Bring us in.
Bring us in. Yo. You already know what this is, man. It's your boy D-Boy Bino, a.k.a. Mr. Half Info, a.k.a. Mr. Know What I Mean, a.k.a. Mr. 732 is back in the building. Yeah. Back doing what I love to do. You feel me? To the left of me, man, we got a special guest, man. Second time around. Been a little minute. But you know what I mean? He back with way more info. You know what I mean? Just listen and understand, man.
He back, he way richer now. Way richer than he was last time.
I mean, it's a Monopoly, man. You feel me? Word is bomb, man. Introduce yourself, man.
Hey, what's up, man? This is why Monopoly, you know. That's what most of y'all know me as, but you know, I'm Tyshawn Young, man. I'm here to teach y'all about this real estate thing, man. So I'm gonna let them bring me in.
One time for the boy.
Yeah.
Big claps. Y'all can't hear them, but they clapping.
They clapping.
Good job. Absolutely. Last but not least, Asbury Sauce, a.k.a. the host with the almost. Thanks for tuning into the Regular Ass Podcast, episode
307. Am I right?
I don't know.
I don't know, but we gotta go check. You know what I mean? Check it out.
It's the young episode.
The young episode.
Fuck the number, man.
I think the last one I was here for was like 169 or 167.
It had to be 260.
Two something?
Yeah, see, we started on
we started with
201 is for D.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. So now the 307. So we 106 in 106 episodes in.
106.
Yeah, what is bomb? Woo, 106 episodes with like 50.
With
like 50 in the cut that y'all never even heard.
Unreleased joint.
Unreleased, you know what I mean? But definitely.
Well, I'm going to start off and give a shout out to everybody supporting us that supported that motherfucking album.
Yes.
That trap album, Fire.
Out now.
One time for everybody who was on that. We didn't even get to a review on that album yet, did we?
Nah, we didn't drop it.
We'll get to, you sure?
We didn't drop it. We did it.
Okay.
We didn't drop it. I don't know. Maybe did you drop it on Spotify?
I think I did. Yeah, I think it dropped.
Oh, you dropped? All right. What's mine? Check that out on Spotify, man. What is mine? All major platforms for the album, though. Whatever you got, it's on there. Go get it. Definitely.
Yeah, we back to we're young. I'm gonna just come up out of my security blankets. All right, everybody. Keep yours on. I'm gonna just come up out of them until I say something crazy, and I'm gonna throw them back on and hide behind the shades.
Damn.
Till the crazy talk start. But bring us up to speed, man. Like bring us up to speed on exactly what it is that you into and what you have going on at the moment, my brother.
Alright, so since the last time I've been here, it's really been I've been in the same field, wholesaling real estate. But what I was able to do from the last time I was here to currently now, I was able to really just dig deep in within self. And the reason I say that is because when I was here before, not just financially, not just money wise, but really having a why now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was really able to find out my why. Because your why is what's gonna give you motivation when nothing else will. You know what I'm saying? So that could be family, that could be freedom, that could just be.
And when you say why, you saying like why you doing what it is that you're doing?
Right. Why you doing? Well, not just why you doing what you're doing, but who's counting on you? Who's depending on you? If you fall, what else falls? You know what I'm saying? So that those things like that to keep you grounded and keep you motivated. So once I was able to tap into that, I was really able to go at business a little strong and a lot more aggressive. Just knowing that every person that I talk to, how can I get something out of them, and how can I actually give something to them? Because it's not always about me. It's about others also, you know what I'm saying? Because if it's always about me, anybody can see that, like, oh, this motherfucker off himself. I don't want to deal with this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? So just dealing with business, period, you have to really, you really got to be on it. Like, who are you? What do you do? And what problem can you solve? And when you're approaching situations like that, 9 out of 10 you're gonna come out as a winner. Like, you know what I mean? Definitely, because we all use each other, but we can't misuse each other.
Yeah.
So, you know, I ain't even gonna keep you. I'm gonna let you know. So once I identified that, the checks was able to get bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because I'm not afraid to make money no more. So it was a point where I was like, look, I'm gonna just make 10 off of this, maybe 15 off of that. That ain't the case no more. I'm maxing shit out. I'm maxing shit out.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Believing in
And I'm
yourself.
not even taking pictures of the properties no more. Yo, this is what I got. What you want to do? The numbers is right. That's all that matters. I'm not even taking. I used to go in there, take pictures, and do all of this shit and all of that.
All right. So, like, where did that come from? Did that come from just like how you said, like once you came to that realization and then everything just changed, or did you like? Are you known now in the business to the point to where you trust it and people don't need pictures from you because they know your track record already? Is it that type of shit, or are you dealing with new people? Like the business that you're in, can they check your track record to see like how many homes you sold or any deals that you was a part of?
Right, yeah, they could. And it's not that, it's mentorship. So me personally, I'm still involved with a mentorship that I pay for every single month. So from the time when we was last here, I was in mentorships before that and currently. So I upgraded my mentorship. So currently to date, I'm probably just under 100,000 investing in mentorships, because investing in mentorships is investing in yourself. Because I'm peanuts to other motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But these mentorships has the information. They have the know-hows, and once you tap into these mentorships, or mastermind should I call it, you know, they're gonna keep you up the game, they're gonna keep you up to speed. And I take what I get from there and I come back and implement it in my business, and I just keep it rolling.
So was that part of like
break that mentorship down real quick. Like exactly what is that? Is it an actual program?
Yeah, it's a program. It's a program. So basically, like, if we speak in real estate, before I got involved, I seen people doing what I wanted to do. So even before I got into the mentorship that I'm in now, I had to put my pride to the side in the beginning, because I was like, yo, I really want to do this shit. I don't give a fuck what I gotta do. So I used to be on Instagram hashtagging whoever does real estate. And I used to be in everybody DM. Yo, look, I'm willing to learn the business. I work for you for free. I run errands, whatever it is I need to do. I want to get my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting them know that, yo, I'm willing to work with you for free to learn the business, but not stick with you to go on and do my own thing. Yeah. Because some people feel some type of way when they come up under your mentorship or your tutelage, and then you go off and do your own thing. But that's the point. It's not, you know, mother birds kick babies out the nest. They better learn how to fucking fly. You know what I'm saying? So I put pride to the side, and I was dead ass serious about this shit, bro. Like, cause I had all the options. I wasn't going back to the streets. I wasn't doing none of that shit. Like that shit wasn't happening. Yeah. But it was something else that you had asked too. So it was mentorship, and I wanted to mention something else.
Damn.
Oh, but bias, because you asked me about, you know, the people that I deal with.
About people that you deal with.
So now it's like building a relationship. You know what I'm saying? So after a while cause I got probably 3 or 4 main buyers that I deal with. I got a list of over 600, but I don't really use it anymore, because I know out of the 4 people that I deal with all the time, it's going to go, and they know that they bought so many deals off of me. I'm not gonna send them no bullshit. They know that it's gonna be 40 to 50% beneath market value, so they know they're gonna be able to get in, do whatever they need to do the repairs, so forth and so on.
And that phone ring, and that shit say Tyshawn, the motherfuckers be cheesing.
Yeah.
They know it's another.
I mean, like, I ain't, like, these shits don't come every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't banging these shits out every day. I turn around, now I'm not closing no deal every single day. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? So it's times when they call me like, yo, you got anything? Nah, I'm working on it. You know what I'm saying? So, and they always hit me with, yo, I don't want to be in no bidding war. Like, yo, please just send it to me first, and you know, all that kind of shit.
You might have something.
But I'm always gonna do that, because if I can make 5,000 more by going to this person, I'm going to that person. Like, it's not personal, it's business. You know what I'm saying? I finally understood what that shit mean, because this shit cutthroat too. Don't, like, this shit is cutthroat. Like, I done had actually one that I just closed. I was supposed to make like 55,000, but we got like 2 days before closing, and the motherfucker bought up some shit, which I did miss it. It had a well and all this kind of shit in the yard. I don't even know how I overlooked it. probably really wasn't even looking, but he brought the shit up at the closing and was like, yo, look, man, if we could go down to like 44 or some shit like that. It was some shit, whatever the numbers was. And I'm looking like, damn, he got me. I was wrong though, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't, you know what I mean? But I was like, damn, fuck it. Because either way.
So was it fair with whatever your deal came to because that you missed? You say Mr. Well in the back?
Yeah, it was a well in the yard. And that I didn't even see. Yeah. I don't know what they got to do with it, but it definitely has to have some attention to it. Mm-hmm. So I had to drop the price. I had to, not the price of the property, but the price of my fee.
Cut. Yeah.
Because you got to understand, if so say you get the house for say 170, you put 30 on it, which you're gonna sell it to the dude for 200. Okay. The house is still going for sale for 170. That $30,000 fee does not count in the purchase price of the property. So that's why when you look at a HUD statement, it'll have assignment fee down at the bottom, and then it had a purchase price and all the other expenses that goes along with that transaction. Okay. That's just a fee. So I know we say, a lot of people say, yo, you be flipping houses or whatever. I'm really not. I'm flipping paper.
Yeah.
I'm flipping paper. So I'm doing a contract with you for X amount of dollars. I'm taking it to him for X amount of dollars, and I'm backing out the way. I'm taking my money,
and then
y'all gonna make it happen, and everybody happen. I'll see you in the next one.
So like you said, 170 real quick. Like you said, the 170. So basically, and you said the 30,000 fee.
Assignment fee, yeah.
Assignment fee, so that's 200. So basically, if you be like, yo, I only got 190. You still getting 170 for the house, but that off the assignment fee.
Right, because you gotta think. You might do your numbers when you be like, yo, I know I can make 30. I know I can make 30. I got it for 170. I know I can get this shit off for 200 because this shit worth 380. You know what I'm saying? So even if you can't get it off for 200, are you gonna deny the 190?
Hell no.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's still 20,000, and you're not coming out of pocket with a quarter.
Exactly.
You know, even if it's 10. I'm not letting that walk away. Like, I'm gonna make it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take whatever is there. You know what I mean?
So 2 questions with that. One, how do you determine what your fee is going to be, right? And another one, I'm already answered this question because if you listen to this, I know what y'all thinking already. Y'all saying, all right, well, look, he tacking on his fee on it. And the guy already, whoever it is buying it, got the address. All they got to do is go to the fucking people, go directly to the people and do it. But they not in that type of business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he said before. Them investors, they not in that type of business to try to go and cut you. Like, you're already coming through. They're going to make a profit off this shit no matter what, right?
Right.
That's the answer to that.
So, because a lot of people be wondering that, right? And they want to know, like, all right, well, what's going to stop the seller from going behind your back, getting to the buyer? Well, in some cases, it might just be a vacant house. So they don't even know where the hell the seller is at. But number 2 is you're protecting yourself with the contract that you have with the seller. So the seller is locked in. That contract is an agreement that they have to abide by for whatever is the duration of that contract. So if it's for 60 days, for 90 days, whatever it is, they have to abide by that contract for those 90 days. If it expires and you don't close, then they go deal with what. It's just like, you know, signing a contract with a realtor. Another realtor can't just walk up within that time frame and be like, nah, you about to deal with me. Nah, you know what I mean? Everything is, you protecting yourself by contract. But with your buyer, if this is how they live their life, if this is how they pay their bills, they don't want to cut your throat over $10,000, $20,000 because they need you to bring another one and another one and another one. Because the more they get the houses, the more they workers get to eat that's going to be doing the work on the property. And it's like an ecosystem, you know what I'm saying? But you always want to protect yourself with paperwork, you know what I mean? So, but so this is how, so now you mentioned about the fee. So, how you figure out your fee is, first and foremost, you want to do analysis of the property or the area. So we do that by comparables, which they're called for short comp. So a specific property, say it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1,600 square feet, say it's a ranch, which is 1 floor. You want to look 1 square mile for that same type of property. 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, around 1,600 square feet, and you want to see what's sold within 6 months to a year. Me personally, I do a half a square mile in 6 months. I don't go way back. I want the most accurate shit possible. So even if you find 1 or 2 of those, so just say the house that you're looking at, or 2 of them, you know, that you're looking at, one sold for, say, $390, and the other one sold, or just say $380, and the other one sold for $400, then your average is 390. So now you know that this house that you're interested in is worth 390,000 all fixed up, which we would call ARV. So the ARV on this property is 390,000. So now you take that 390,000, you multiply that by 70%. So I'm gonna do the math for you now so everybody can follow me. So you multiply that by 7, so we got 390.
So you find what 70% of that is?
Right, so now the 70% is, if you're gonna assign it to an end buyer, the 70% is their profit and their closing costs, the expenses and everything like that. So you times that by 0.7.
So y'all good. So now,
Right.
you make sure the buyer good.
The buyer good.
Buyer
But he's
good.
not all the way good yet.
Yeah.
So now we down to 273. So now we're looking at the condition of the property, because now this shit, he obviously got to be able to make some repairs in this mother. You want to update it, fix the roof, whatever the case may be. So just say he got to put 60,000 into the house, right? So you're gonna subtract that 60,000 from that 273. That's gonna give you 213. Now the buyer is good. Now I'm pretty sure, we're not a non-profit organization. We want to make some money too.
Yeah.
So now this is where our fee come in at. So you might be like, damn, 213. Let me see if I can pull 30 out of this motherfucker. So you subtract another 30. Now you're at 183. So now you're like, all right, I'm at 183. So now if I can get this seller to sign at 183, I know I could potentially make me $30,000. Me personally, I'm not coming at 183. I'm coming at 150. I'm getting disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting disrespectful. Because I might never do another deal again. I want to make sure I'm good for a while. You know what I'm saying? I don't know when the next one is coming. So, I start at 150, but I'm already expecting the seller to be like,
So
are you out of your fucking mind?
You wanna so you looking for to negotiate?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
You want to lowball first.
Yeah.
Always.
And your lowball might actually happen to work, depending on what situation they're in. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people be in distress. You don't know what people going through.
Yeah,
you never know what people going through until you come with some solutions. You know what I'm saying? Because people like solutions. People don't like to be stuck in a box. People want options of what they can do. So, like with that particular situation, I'm gonna come with 150. But I'm already and I do this for a reason, because I'm already expecting them to go crazy. So when I say, well, houses in that condition in this area is selling for around 150,000, I'm expecting to, are you fucking kidding me? What the fuck do I look like? Blah, 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 blah. And I let them get that out. And I said, hold on, wait a minute. That's not what I said I was going to offer. I'm just letting you know what houses in that condition is selling for. That's not what I'm going to offer. Then they be like, well, what are you going to offer?
Like, I throw 10 on it. I throw 10 on this. I'll go 160, and then you still got that cushion from the, what we say, 180?
183, yeah. So I'm like, look, I'm like, listen.
That's after the 30.
I'm be like, look, I'm around, somewhere around 173, 175, somewhere like that. Then the conversation might go, wherever the case of shit may be. They might even be at 200. You know what I'm saying? They might even be at 200. You still got 213. You know what I'm saying? You still got 13 even after 200. But you still want to work down on that. You know what I mean? So even if you do lock them in at the 190, you know what I mean? That's still 23,000. But then it's other things you could do after that. So once you get their autograph, you know what I mean? You go 10 days, because on your contract I always put 10 or more days inspection period. Not that I'm going to be running in and out of the property with fucking inspectors looking at shit. Nah, that 10-day clause is for, if you don't find a buyer, you can back out and not be held liable for anything. So
after 10 days.
Yeah, after 10 days, you can make it 14. You can make it for whatever the fuck they willing to, do. But I typically put 10 days because I know I got strong buyers, and that's really all you need. Because if you can't move that deal,
and that's good enough for it, just in case you wanted to have somebody come through and check it out real quick.
One thing, a good deal gonna go. I don't give a damn what the situation is. A good deal is going to go. It's not going to sit around long. So after 3-4 days, you'll have buyers going crazy. You know what I mean? I mean, you could sell them right on Facebook. You could put the shit right on Facebook Marketplace and have a buyer like that. Yeah. You can put the shit on Craigslist and have a buyer like that. You go put a bandit sign on a corner, not at the house, but on a highway somewhere, like, yo, for sale by owner, call for address. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And motherfuckers will call like that. You know what I'm saying? So to find a buyer is easy as hell, because you could go on any corner in America and give away $100,000. But can you go on any corner in America and get $100,000? So the difference is we're playing the equity game. So when we're looking for these distressed properties, like the numbers we just did, we broke down the equity because we know what it's worth all fixed up. So now how do we get it to a buyer so that he can grab some equity, and then how we get a little piece out of the deal with the seller getting what they want.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And that way everybody wins.
Okay. Facts. So when like the properties around there that you got that they sold or whatever, and then whatever they put in, they whatever, like say they could put a fucking pool in or whatever, they can up the ante whatever they sell.
Right. Now, not to say that you can't, once they fix it up, not to say that you can't list it for over that $390. You could list it for whatever the hell you want. But at least for you, you know the ballpark of where you at. You know what I'm saying? Because you might send it to your buyer, and your buyer might be like, man, I know I can sell that for $450. Hurry up, send it to me.
Exactly.
I know somebody right now.
They get that shit off, and also depending on when they buy it, things change in the market real quick. Out of nowhere, let's just say that the price of a house and shit just went up.
Inflation.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Real quick.
Because that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Like,
so if another house just like that one, so you done looked at your numbers, you see your shit $390. Now right after you close, a week later, somebody might sell the shit for $425. And you be like, damn, I just missed out on, you know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah, it happens. And and whoever you sell it to, they might go sell that shit for $450. You know what I mean? You did your numbers at $390. They probably looking like, man, I know I can sell the shit for $450. So
but they put
you're key part to people that flip houses and shit. You're key part to their business because during the pandemic, the sheriff sales was shut down. There was no foreclosed houses being sold because they wasn't able to foreclose on houses based off what was going on during the pandemic. So investors or flippers, they had to rely on realtors and wholesalers. Who else gonna bring you the deal?
Exactly.
You know
what I'm saying? Unless they're gonna go out and look for them themselves.
The foreclosure would be the best way to go from gate. Depends. I mean, everything depends, but if you could go first, like if you're picking, would you rather go foreclosure to live? I call it live buying or like the foreclosure.
I don't know. I really don't. I can't even answer that because I know some people only fuck with foreclosures, and then some people that's gonna take them however, whatever. But I know that wholesalers, they when they bring you deals, they bring them 40-50%, maybe 60% beneath market value. So it's already there, but it's always up to the buyer to actually do their own due diligence to make sure everything that you're saying is accurate. And after you deal with them a few times, they write you off as authentic. So they ain't even really gotta go backtrack your work no more. They already know. He bringing me. Oh, I already know this one. This is fire. I ain't even gotta worry about that.
Only you can fuck that up. As far as that.
Absolutely.
Like
Only you can fuck up your
trying to scam them or something. Get a little quick something. Act like you ain't see a well. You know what I mean?
It's funny.
I didn't even see that shit back there, man.
Nah, I can't take nothing off.
Take 5 off, man. Take 5.
Yeah, man.
But fill that shit in with dirt.
It was a question. So something I heard through passing or whatever. I ain't look too much into it, but what's the deal on going to somebody's house is about to be foreclosed and taking over the mortgage, taking over the mortgage payments or some shit like that?
So
is that part of wholesaling or?
You can wholesale anything. So I think what I believe you're talking about is basically a sub 2. So you can do a sub 2 in a situation where, and that's where a lot of people leave money on the table because a lot of times wholesalers just be looking for, the top dollar. They be looking for that $20,000-$30,000 spread. But sometimes you got to ask yourself all right, well, would you be interested in making $20,000-$30,000 right now, or would you want to make $600 forever? Or $500 forever. So with a situation like that, it might not be equity in the it might not be no equity in the house. So it might be $290,000 owed on the house, but the house might only be worth $300,000 or $320,000. So you could still make money off of that. And the reason you can make money off of that is because you could actually have the debt stay in the seller's name, which is called, you purchasing the property subject to the existing mortgage. So you can have the debt stay in the seller's name, and you take ownership of the property, which is deed. So now with that, although there's no big spreads, but now you just pay the seller what they need to walk away, because it's not how much do you want for your house, it's what do you need to walk away at this point. So they might be like, I want 5, 10, 20, 5,000, whatever the case may be. Give them around 8,000, they go down payment for a new apartment, whatever. So now you got this property, you rent the motherfucker out. Or you can live in there, you do whatever you want to do with it.
Okay.
But you also assign it also because you got landlord buyers that only look for properties to rent out. Now, this is another thing that people will have to know that's doing wholesaling. Your landlord buyer is going to pay more for a property than a flipper because they're playing the long game. Your flipper is playing the short game.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you'll be able to make more selling it to a landlord buyer than you would a flipper.
Okay. Well, so that's a good thing too, like basically.
Yeah.
Like taking over
So
money.
yeah. So but and the thing with that is you can still create money every month even if you do assign that type of property to the buyer. So you can sign it to him and make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 up front, and have it when you getting $200-$300 a month off of that.
Yeah. Okay.
You can manipulate this shit. It's whatever you want to do. You can manipulate this shit any way you want.
So wait, hold on. One part. What about the part when you just said that the property will remain in the person's name that has the debt? That for the entire length of the contract till it's sold or until you buy them out?
They're bought out at closing. So what it is a subject to how it works is, say you got a house, right? And for whatever reason you want to get out of it, but nobody wants to touch the property because there's no equity there. You could offer them purchasing the property subject to. So subject to is the mortgage is going to stay in your name. So say you the seller, the mortgage is going to stay in your name. I'm going to get the deed to the property, but I'm going to basically pay you to walk away, and I'm going to make the payments on your behalf. Yeah. Now, some people might be like, hell no, I ain't doing that, but it happens every single day. There is a thing called due on sales clause, where it states in probably 100% of the mortgages that if deed transfers, then the mortgage will be called in immediately. The only thing that is probably happened 1 in a million times, and there's no mortgage police. There's no due on sales clause police. So long as you're still making those payments, it might not get activated. Could it happen? Yes, it could happen. The chances of it not happening or it happening, slim to none.
Because that's basically like taking a chance that they can't pay that mortgage.
Because the seller is still benefiting off of that.
That's what I'm saying. I'm still trying to understand this part though. So if when you get the deed under the sub 2, if you default on the payment, that it falls on them still?
Absolutely. So you're getting a deed to a property with no debt, and you don't have to go through the bank for that.
And they can't come back one day and be like, yo, give me my shit back. They can't say that. They out.
They out.
So that's it's all on them basically.
Yeah.
How bad they need that
I
money.
mean, they can raise some hell. You know what I'm saying? They can raise some hell, but if you know what you're doing and you in this shit for real, you gonna make that shit work.
And they don't even want it too. They ain't even trying to come back for that shit. Like, man, I got out of this motherfucker for a reason.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
I ain't trying to come back.
And especially if you got like you said, like you got a report, like you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Motherfucker gonna look you up and be like, okay,
But
like he got his shit. So
that's one of the complicated type of deals. So you really, you gotta really be you gotta really make sure that you're comfortable and that the seller's comfortable with you to even go through those avenues. Cause that's a touchy.
So basically, like the 4, like say, like you got like 4 good buyers. So you got a rapport with them. They good with you. So if they wanted to do that, you could go to one of them, and then that'll probably be easier for you, like because they trust you already.
Yeah, hell yeah.
So it'll be easy.
That's this shit is really based on trust. Yeah. And I'm real big on BLT because it don't matter what field you in or what are you into. No matter what you into. In order for people to do business with you, they gotta believe you, like you, and trust you. If they like any one of those,
because I was gonna say what's BLT?
Yeah,
believe, like you, and trust you.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So if somebody don't believe you, like you, and trust you, then chances is you're gonna be that. You know what? I'll give you a call back. When people reaching out to get these deals closed, you're not gonna say, "Hey, I'm a wholesaler. I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z." You're gonna let the people know, the attorney know. Look, I have an A and B contract with seller, and have a B and C contract with buyer. I'm the assigner. Okay. So you are in the middle. You're an assigner. Yeah. Which is all good. There's nothing wrong with that.
You're essentially a middleman. I just don't like the name middleman.
Middleman is dope.
It always come off as if like you're doing nothing. Like you just putting one with the other. So say like if I knew you and you had something for $20 or whatever, and then I sell it to you for 30, and I make the 5 or make the 10 or whatever like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's.
But you are the man in the middle.
Yeah, but I don't like that.
Yeah, it's like that term. It's just like, yeah, the middleman is just like,
I like it.
It just resorts back to
But
to where we grew up.
And in
Street
this
shit.
situation,
You know, man.
you put in mad work. You put in massive work. You the one who's buying leads. You the one that's taking trips and riding around, looking for these houses, talking with these sellers, getting told no 1,000 times, going back home feeling like, damn, is this shit gonna ever work? Like, you know what I'm saying? You didn't really put in mad time. That's like if you like cause I'm an electrician also, right? So
Damn. Round of applause.
I can go in the house.
Don't stop. Hold on. But yeah, we're not just skimming over anything today. We're not doing that. We're not skimming over the board. You heard that electrician.
So now
take a look at something on his way out. You know what I'm saying? Take a look at this panel real quick. Let me know. I'm trying to rewire my
so
whole
now
shit.
the crazy thing is so I could come and do something. It might take me 15 minutes to do something, right?
Yeah.
So in the beginning, it didn't take me 15 minutes. It probably took me an hour just because I didn't really understand everything. But being as though I could do this shit in 5-10 minutes, am I supposed to get paid less?
Hell no.
Right. So you paying me for what it took me to get to this point. Because how long do you really want me in your house? You want me to fuck about it.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna help you help me. I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I'm gonna get the fuck up out of here. But I want to be compensated also.
What is mine? Don't
You know?
matter how long or how, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers charge by the hour, nigga. I'm just giving you a set price.
Right. So now a motivated seller is somebody who needs to sell, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it could be an inherited property where they had their own property. Grandma might have died, mom might have died, left the house behind. I don't want to deal with this shit. I just want to sell this shit quick, get this shit out the way. It could be, a tired landlord where the tenants then fucked up the property. They just want to get because the shit's so fucked up. They want to hurry up and sell. It could be somebody that's looking to move across the country because they job relocated. They need to hurry up and sell. It could be from a house that has fire damage and they looking like, man, I don't give a damn about that property no more. I just want to sell it. I'm not rebuilding it, whatever the case may be. They just want the fast money just to keep it pushing. It could be a divorce situation where, they trying to finalize the divorce and they want to just hurry up and sell the property. So you're looking for people that's motivated to sell, because if you just looking for people that's want to sell, how bad do you want to sell? Because somebody might be like, I want $1 million for my house.
Yeah, and they're
Like,
willing
come
to
on,
wait.
man.
They're willing to wait.
Ain't nothing in this area sold for over 300. You talking about you want $1 million?
Yeah.
That's just obviously not a motivated seller.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna come in situations. You're gonna come in situations where a seller might be like, I don't know what I want to sell it for. What you offering? And you might be like, well, I never shoot my number first. I just don't. You know what I'm saying? Because I want leverage. You know what I'm saying? So when a situation like that,
the old trick, and then you do the math to however shit being sold.
I already know. Right, I already know all the numbers. Although I know all the numbers and I know what I'm willing to offer, I'm still not trying to give you that number first.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to give you that number first. I want to see where you at first. So you'll have a seller say, I don't know, what do you want to offer me? And I'll be like, well, listen, if I offered you $1, would you take it? And they're like, hell no, what the fuck, I'm like, all right, cool. What if I offered you $1 million, would you take it? Yeah, hell yeah, I'll take it. So you know what you don't want, and you know what you do want. So in between there
is a real number.
Absolutely.
Damn. Well, that's a great fucking.
Yeah, you know what you don't want.
Damn.
You know what you do want. You know what I'm saying?
That's a future little trick you got to. Well, it's about that scam with you right there, like you know what I mean? Like, damn, that was mean right there.
Yeah.
Well, this motherfucker, hell no. You said $1 million, motherfucker, hell yeah. All right. So what you think? So what you think it's worth?
Right.
What do you think it's worth?
But just along with that, you just want to, you want to make sure you build a rapport with the sellers, because buyers don't mean shit if you ain't got no deal, if you ain't got no property on the contract. So if you don't have a seller with a signed contract, then you got nothing to take to your buyers. So you really want to focus on your sellers.
Okay.
And
so what you just did,
so
real estate
exactly. I'd be working backwards, going to find a buyer first, and then trying to find something to sell.
Yeah, because I know some people say, some people, coach, get your buyers first, what criteria that they're looking for, so forth and so on. But Man, like I said, man, you can go anywhere and give away $100,000. If this property got equity in it, somebody want it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just as simple as that.
It seemed like, because that way it'd seem like you're just talking shit. Like you just coming up to, yeah, you know, I'm gonna find the property for you. You willing to invest? You know what I'm saying? It's like, yes, I'm like, what the fuck is the property? Well, I ain't find it yet. Like, no,
I just want to know where you at.
Exactly.
Don't stop wasting my time.
That's way different than pulling up. Yo, look, you interested in another investment? Yeah, what you got? This is what I got right here.
Boom.
Yo, when can I check it out? Today, tomorrow, whatever. They gonna run down on it.
Okay. Facts. Damn.
Like that. I'm about to fuck with it. I don't give a fuck. I'm about to do it. You know what I mean? Bino said it's leap year already.
Because look, this is what I'm trying to tell you.
Leap year.
How many, and I tell people all the time, or what I do all the time is, I be in people's business. I don't give a fuck. I just got keywords that trigger my ears. You know what I'm saying? So I've been in, it was one time I was in a breakfast spot, and there was some people behind me, and they was talking about how somebody died and they left the house behind and they didn't know what really to do with it. So when certain shit triggers me, house, equity, investments. So I don't give a fuck where I'm at. I'm leaning back in my chair. I'm like this, and I'm like, what you? Relax. I'm listening to everything they saying, and when I'm done. Yo, how you doing? I keep a card right in my wallet. How you doing? You know, I apologize for overhearing your conversation, but I heard you mention, you know, something about a property, blah, 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 blah. This is what I do. This is who I am. This is who I'm with. Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll give you a call. Do I think they're going to call? No. But one time they actually did. And it turned out that I actually was able to make a deal off of that shit. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I mean, we all been in rooms where we heard somebody say, yo, such and such, and they're about to lose their house. Or such and such selling their house.
Their
or
family, shit like that.
I've been in those situations where I remember it just went over my head because what the fuck am I going to do? I didn't know what the fuck to do. And you don't need a license to do this shit. You don't need no certification to do this shit. You just need the information. That's all it is having the information and the know-how. Yeah. That's it.
I was really
and it's coming off to me like when you talk about it and the way you like the information and shit you're giving, it don't come off like I'm trying to do something young doing. It's like you like trying to put me up, like, yo, know what I mean? It's some money over here. You could get that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not coming off as if I'm trying to copy you or do whatever you want.
That's what we're supposed to do. That's what we're supposed to do. Some people, if a motherfucker feels some type of way that somebody is copying what you're doing, then they crazy because ain't none of this shit new. I ain't the first person doing this shit. I got it from somebody else. I mirrored another motherfucker.
Exactly.
That's what we supposed to do.
What are you doing?
How?
So great. Oh, but go.
No, go ahead. Do you think?
Now I'm about to say about the community, like what's so great, like from our community, like you know what I mean. We can watch Instagram and see all these, you know what I mean, trying to tell you, like you know what I mean, and the motherfucker like, oh fuck that, I'm gonna listen to them. You know what I mean? But somebody from around your way, your community got shit give people motherfucking like motivation, like yo, listen.
Yeah.
Do this shit.
And
he's not hating.
And you actually doing it.
Yeah.
So if you just was talking like how Bino just be talking, he just be talking, bumping his gums. Know what I mean? And you just telling me like, yo, invest. And I'm like, or he like, yo, you can do this with the contracts. I'm like, well, how many you did? I ain't do it yet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that make me feel better about it too. You know what I'm saying? That's a good motivation.
It's just like not that I didn't do it. It's just that if I know like. So if no matter what, if I did or not, if I know information, if I can give it to you, that I know that.
I don't like
you know what I mean? Okay, well that's just it. But you know what I mean?
Don't get mad.
I'm not trying to get mad at No. But you know what I mean? That is what it is. But like you said, you're just trying to pull people up. Like if I didn't do it, I want you to do it. I would be happy. I want to see success. Like that's all I'm doing. Like if I didn't do it, but if I know it's something out there.
That's a big part though.
If I know it's something out there,
you're like, okay, I never did it, but this is how you do it.
Oh, exactly. But if somebody's feeling like me, it's leaked
there. You want to see the proof. You want to see it. You want
at least to say you did it once. Like, did you do it one time? You did it no times, but you like beat me in the head trying to tell me to do it.
No, I'm not telling you. I'm just saying.
Not
what's
specifically.
Out there. Yeah, I'm just saying what's out there. Like you feel what I'm saying? Like
Bino think that people.
I like passing.
Bino think that people could give advice on shit that they don't know about. What you think about that, young kid? You think so? Do you take advice from somebody who? Now I'm not saying this. Now people like to equate it with money. I'm not talking about like you can't take different kind of advice from somebody who like does that has less money than you. Like, but if we're talking about money, Like, why would I take advice from you and you don't even have any money? Why would I take money advice from somebody who don't have money? Why would I take marriage advice from somebody who's not married? Why would I take street advice from somebody who never been in the streets? Like, whatever the fuck the case may be. Like, I don't think people can speak off, like, and tell somebody some shit about some shit they don't know about.
But that, like, in reverse, but somebody that's married versus somebody single, you can tell somebody single, like, yo, not single or going through, like, you know what I mean, in a relationship. And you saying like, yo, you need to do this, like, you know what I mean? That shit
been in a relationship before.
Huh?
They probably been in a relationship before.
Yeah, well, that was a bad example.
Bad example.
I was just trying to, you know what I mean? Bang! You know what I mean? Whatever. But anyway, but nah, like you're saying, like
some you gotta think though. Definitely when dealing with business, you got some people that has all the information, but they don't have the money. But then you got people who has the money with no information. So that's why when you get in rooms with certain people like this class, it's gonna be people there. Whereas why we supposed to network. You know what I'm saying? Because you might be lacking this, I might be lacking that, but we put ourselves together.
You are now tuned into the regular ass podcast.